Welcome to the SkeinBin podcast, a show where artists and musicians with an axe to grind throw things deep into the abyss of the SkeinBin. Transphobia, racism, ableism, anti-Semitism, sexism, and homophobia, it all gets dumped on the trash! How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the motherfucking SkeinBin podcast. It's me, everyone's favourite, big, voluptuous, delicious chungus, the Right Reverend of the Pentecostal Church of the SkeinBin, Big Thinny Tastano. It's me, it's Big Tasty. How's it going? Been a few weeks, but you know, it's the way it is. Sometimes
stuff happens.
Sometimes it goes, sometimes it doesn't. You know, it hasn't been going. But today I've got a very special guest. Sometimes you meet a new friend and you just know straight off the bat that you've like met someone as like a lifetime homie, and me and my guest today kind of met serendipitously through the universe, and then we just talking every day. We just become like really proper good mates, proper bezies. We've only known each other 10 weeks. I feel like I've known them forever. You might know them from the incredibly influential and successful Skeinhead punk rock knitting company.
I don't. What is it? I hate saying brand. That's so shitty.
It's a brand. You can say brand.
But I don't know what it is. Yeah, business?
Yeah, business. Skeinhead. Punks Get Prejudice, a new project where they making crazy t-shirts trying to raise money for good causes, and also drumming in the Bristol Riot Girl band GorZ.
I say noise punk.
Noise punk?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Mickie Austen Rollins here.
Yay!
How's it going, mate?
Going well, because we've just had some pancakes.
They were good. In
my favourite pancake place, which is in Falmouth. That isn't the reason why I came down,
No.
It sometimes is.
Sometimes you just got to make the 3-hour trip.
That bloke, the owner, called me Pancake Girl. Did you hear that?
I did. What, Pancake Girl?
Yeah, and he said, "Oh, I know your order. The only thing he got wrong was the bananas." But he got the rest of it on, which is kind of embarrassing.
It's not like you're down like every weekend either, so you know.
No, I know.
It must be memorable somehow.
Well, I think it's the hair, but
yeah, the hair and the absolute ravenous.
I go in there like pancakes.
Give me the cakes.
Yeah, people have like their locals and like they know their drinks. I know he knows my order for pancakes.
Yeah. They
are the best pancakes though. I'm not just saying that. They really are.
They were good. I thought you were gassing them up for a while, but then when that first cake hit my lips, I knew that it was legit.
How long have you lived in Falmouth?
32 years.
You lived here for 32 years?
Yeah.
I thought you just moved here.
Fuck off. No, this is my ends, mate.
And you've never been to Fuel?
Well, I've been to Fuel, but I just haven't gone for pancakes. I normally get like the Boston brunch or whatever. You know.
I've never had anything but pancakes.
Well, I'll see.
There you go.
Yeah. It's the thing when you're local, like you get used to like going to your own little spots.
No.
And stuff.
I hate that. Like I remember when I went to the Jane Austen House Museum in Chawton, and they've got a school, a little kids' school right near to it, and obviously everyone dresses up, or whatever.
Right.
And I remember someone saying to me like, "Oh, I've never been," and I'm like, "This town is only it's literally Jane Austen land.
Yeah.
Like, how have you not been there?" And the same with Bath, like living there, like. I don't understand how people who live there don't know what's there. Like, I'd become a tourist in my own city, because what's the point otherwise?
Yeah, I think that's just your nature. You're exploratory.
I want to know everywhere.
You want to know everything.
Yeah.
Like you were saying the other day, like I'd never been to St Michael's Mount, or I've only been to St Ives once.
Yeah, but there is nothing to do in Penzance.
Yeah, there is.
So, I mean, what else are you going to do? There's a castle on a rock in the middle of the ocean. You're going to go look at it, aren't you? Really?
Yeah, in there one like it's twinned with like a identical castle off the coast of Germany or something.
No, in France.
Oh, is it right?
Yeah, like it's called like Saint Michael or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
It's I've never been. That'd be cool to go there. Like the pairing.
Yeah,
cool. But I didn't really go to St Michael's Mount out of choice. Just living in Penzance with nothing to do. In lockdown.
Might as well walk over to the castle in the ocean.
Yeah. My friend used to work there. I think loads of people work there, don't they?
Yeah,
like,
I know someone who works there.
Everyone knows someone that works or lives there. And the story she told me about, like, obviously, when the tide would come up.
You're just trapped.
But people wouldn't pay for the ferry. She told me once there was a bloke who refused, I think it's like £4 for a car or whatever to go over. It's not a lot of money. And this guy carried his kid above his head in a buggy with wastewater up to his waist because he refused to pay. It's such a joke. But yeah.
All it takes is one rogue wave and that kid is...
surfing.
Yeah, mate. I know, I don't know if this is... I'm giving away too much shit here. I'm not calling him out. I won't say his name. People won't look into it. But I know the guy who is the head chef of, like, the restaurant there. And it's funny because now he's, like, the head chef there and he's all fancy-pantsy. But I used to know him. He used to do vocals in a local, like, emo-core, screamo band. And he used to be, like... super like, I'm a communist, like your stuff is my stuff, and he would like just nick your stuff all the time, and but if you wanted any of his shit you couldn't have it, and like he was very selective with his communism. And he'd be rolling around the floor crying and screaming and do the same thing identical the next show, like it was a little routine. And he was always such a bellend. Now he's like
head chefing.
Now he's head chefing and being all namby-pamby and posh.
I do like St Mark's Mount. Like I like how they light up the... I don't... Why are we talking about St Mark's Mount?
You know.
They light up the castle, which is quite nice. I like that. Like Christmas and stuff. It's cool. But I find that really weird, actually. Like, I go to a lot of gigs talking about people doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I am a serial date gigger. Like, if one of my favourite bands is going on tour, I will not just go to one date.
You'll do it for the whole...
Yeah, if I've got a little bust-up Fiat Panda, I'm driving that around the country to see my favourite band. And I find it so weird. I won't name the band, but I went to go see a band recently, and they have the same little stick in between each song.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine, whatever. You know, like if you're saying, fuck the Tories, yeah, cool. But when they say certain things and it has the same response before a song, I just find that really weird.
Yeah.
Like, the one that Henry Rollins does it, like, well, does he? Yeah, obviously with Henry Rollins' show, it's spoken word and it's 3 hours long.
Right.
He'll say the same anecdote to get the laughs in the same place.
Yeah.
And it's weird to see him in different places where he'll say it slightly different and won't get a laugh. I find that quite interesting.
Yeah.
But
I know what you mean. I'll say the name because they know they're guilty of it. But Pizza Tramp, I've done many a show with Pizza Tramp, playing with them on bass and also touring with them. And old Jim Bob, he has like these little comedy routines that he'll like sort of
that's all right.
interchange, and he'll sort of say the same thing. And he's really good at making it sound like he's just talking straight from the top of his head. And then you get to the next show and it's like almost identical. And it's I
think if it's comedic, it's good. But when it's like
an empowered speech,
yeah, it's not the best. But. Yeah, how do we get onto that?
I don't know. It's
a tangent.
This is the aim of the game, man.
Yeah.
All about chit chatting. But speaking of things that are terrible, I don't know. Were we? Sure. Let's say we were.
That was a really bad transition into
Mate,
that.
you know what? This is the home of the.
We've not spoken about how we met. Let's speak about how we met. Well, we've met out of nowhere online, and then now we've become the firmest of friends.
Firm.
And it's sad because I lived obviously in Cornwall for 4 years.
Yep.
Not really by choice. It was, lockdowns and all that. And I didn't know you. And I feel like Cornwall can be quite isolating, not just like geographically, but also like...
Yeah, we're just separate from everyone. And even though the towns are really close, it's still like separated by sort of sketchy country roads or something. That's like a long
and at that point I couldn't drive and whatever.
Yeah.
And I didn't think there was much of a scene down here. I was like, no one likes any of the music that I like. Moved to Bath... Then I meet you.
Yeah.
Classic. I was like,
Sod's law, isn't it?
I know. I was like, we could have been hanging out all the time.
Yeah.
Going to gigs together, whatever. And look at this. Now we're fan friends.
Yeah. You went to see Bad Manners, and like listeners of the show will know that ska is not my cup of kibbles and bits.
Right. The context here. So, we went to see Bad Manners on Friday. Friday was St Patrick's Day.
Uh-huh.
I love St Patrick's Day, even though both of us are straight edge.
Yeah.
But I feel like, why should we miss out on the fun?
Yeah, it's a party.
Like, I'm celebrating Mother's Day today, I ain't a mum. I ain't ever going to be a mum, whatever. I'm still going to buy myself gifts. Treat myself. That's such a loose link, though, isn't it? Anyway, with St Patrick's Day, I like doing something fun. Yeah. I think because once I spent St Patrick's Day in Ireland, so love it. And last year... I just moved I'd only been in Bath for a couple of months, and I went out in Bristol, and it was crap. And I was like, if we're going to do something on St Patrick's Day, let's do it. So when I saw Bad Manners playing, I thought, fuck it, in Plymouth, happy days, let's go. And I never used to be into ska at all, and there's some bands that I can't stand. But I love the skinhead culture. And I still find it so weird that the biggest blokes you'll ever see, the double R bastards, a dance into madness, or like, which is like, what Madness, one of the biggest songs is like One Step Beyond, or you know, like all they do is talk about love, and you just see these blokes skanking and you think they're going to be like thrashing about, and they're not. And so I love Skinhead culture. I wasn't really into ska, and then I don't know how I got into Bad Manners. Oh yeah, because I had no mates, and so when I moved to Bath and I was like newly single, and I was like, oh god, I don't know what to do, and I liked Skinhead culture. I thought, go to Bad Manners gig because there'd be loads of skinheads there.
Meet some buds.
I met some amazing people at the show, and it was nice because everyone was dancing with each other. I'd never been to a show like that before. I'm just so used to like looking at the band, and you don't talk to anyone, you cross your arms, or you just pogo, whatever. I'm used to that kind of gig setup, punk gigs. Bad Manners was the opposite. No one was looking at the band. Yeah. Everyone was dancing with each other. I was on my own. Like, so many people came up to me and were like, dance with us, and I made loads of friends because of it. So I thought, in Plymouth it'll be the same thing. It was not the same thing, because in Bath it was at the Comedia, which was massive, so everyone had space to dance. Yeah. And we went to the Depot, which I think is a weird name because the Depot is the Depot Jab, which is like that's such an iconic name for a contraceptive jab, and it's like Goozer's kind of place, wasn't it? So anyway, and it wasn't a place to dance, was it?
Well, I it certainly was for me. Like, my experience was not how I expected it to go at all, because when I walked in there, you said there's like double R bastard, triple R bastard, quadruple. They're all there, proper geezers.
Well, they are bastards, though.
Well, they look like it to me. I was like, fucking hell. Like,
that's what I've noticed about skinheads. They're usually like, well, some of them are softies. They give it all. I think I've got more balls than some of them men there.
For sure. Yeah. But like, I'm just there, and like I was like a few people behind you, just kind of grooving in, and you know, people just were coming up to me and like embracing me, and like this old woman come up to me and like was grabbing me and like singing like, you're just so good to be true, like singing that to me and stuff like that.
Yeah, see, I love them when they play that song, because it reminds me, all these bastards are singing that, but it only reminds me of, you know, Heath Ledger in 10 Things I Hate About You, and I was like, this is how I know that song, but I'm not going to say I know this song because of beautiful Heath Ledger. You know what I mean? Amazing.
Handsome Heath.
Oh, beautiful.
Dreamboat.
Was a dreamboat. But also, what's her name in that? Julia... Julia Stiles?
Is it Stiles or something? Was it not Andrew?
She was in that film. Yeah, totally my sexual awakening. I loved her. Her or Heath, I'd have either of them in that.
Was she your Brendan Fraser?
Was Brendan Fraser yours?
George the Jungle, mate.
Oh right. Oh yeah. Yeah, I thought you meant The Mummy, but I can't watch The Mummy.
No, but The Mummy is even more confusing because like everyone in that film is attractive.
No, yeah, fine, whatever. The thing that people don't know about just glaze over The Mummy. The Mummy was like a horrific film for me because, well, you'll get it. I worry, like, you know, everyone's got a thing like they worry about their eyes or their teeth or
right.
Mine's my eyes, right?
His matey gets his eyes sucked.
Oh, don't! It was awful. I remember I was 13 years old and watched that film, and I had nightmares for a month when he had his eyes taken out and then his tongue taken out. Why is that glazed? Is that a PG-13 film or something?
Yeah, man, this is back in the day. You let it fly.
Oh my god, horrible! It doesn't matter how pretty the people are in that film. Yeah. That was horrendous.
It is bad.
Horrendous.
Yeah, man, PG in the 19 is a different story. You could have like 15 cunts and one dick shot in a PG.
Yeah. But anyway, that's how we went to Bad Manners together, and that was fun.
And it was lovely. And I got embraced by big blokes and danced with.
And I didn't get embraced by big blokes because they hate women there. Yeah. So that's lovely. Not Bad Manners. They're they're bad themselves.
They were, you know, dedicating a skinhead girl to you and stuff.
Of course I was, because I was the only skinhead girl up there that was braving the storm of skinhead blokes around me that would not... Oh, let's not go down there.
Well, it's actually quite a good segue into the first
bin. Yes, it is! Well, that was really good.
Yeah, there you go.
That was good.
So, first spinach...
Gatekeeping. Straight off the bat, the biggest one, the one I want to talk the most about, gatekeeping.
Right.
Oh, let's go. So, so obviously being straight edge. I think I identify as a woman, and I think being a woman because I was dabbling like, am I non-binary? I like she, her pronouns. That makes me feel comfortable. And being a woman in all these industries that I've been in since I was a kid. Like when I picked up drumming, I didn't think there was a gender towards it. I didn't know if there was like women and men. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't balance it out. Same with sound engineering, same with punk. They're the three things in my life that make my life go round.
Yeah.
They are all such male-dominated industries. The gatekeeping is unreal. Let's. I'm kind of trying to keep calm.
Yeah.
But even if the point of like talking about drums or whatever, but even like straight edge, that is so gatekeeping. Most people that I know are straight edge. I'm like, oh, like I said it to you. I remember saying it to you. You said, oh, I'm straight edge. I was like, oh, you in your community, whatever. Like, you're like, no, like not as much. So many people, like my twin, she's straight edge. She does not get involved in the culture in it because it is so gatekeepery. If you don't look a certain way, and also I hate the whole gold standard thing.
Yeah.
Of I don't know many people that have never drunk. Like I have never drunk, never done drugs, whatever.
Yeah.
So technically, I'm the gold standard. So when I see gatekeeping happening, and they're like, oh yeah, like I don't know, it's just a vibe where if you don't look right, you're not included.
Yeah, and everyone's got like their own sort of like hierarchy of like what really necessitates being called straight edge or something. So they'll be like you drink caffeine, you ain't straight edge. Like, oh, you take prescription drugs.
Veganism. I think if you're not vegan but you're straight edge, you're like, well, you're not, are you?
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, well, I'm allergic to nuts, soy, and sesame. You try be a vegan without those three things, mate. Yeah, what am I eating? Probably something. I probably could work it out, but I can't cook for shit. So what am I eating? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like that. It's just great. I remember when I just got my tattoo. I've got a big old straight edge tattoo. I got it last year to remind me to, like, you know, don't date alcoholics, basically. But
stay away.
Yeah. I went out on a night out, and I went to a pub with my mate, and this person came up to me and was like, "Oh, you're straight edge?" I was like, "Yeah," and they were a friend of a friend.
Mm-hmm.
That they were a friend of the person that I was with, so they came and joined us and sat down chatting. And I meet up with my mate. I won't say the name, but I meet up with him maybe once a month, and we talk about. I think it's a laugh. We talk about our dating lives, right? What we're doing, whatever. His is a lot more.
So I just have a goss.
Yeah, I'm from Essex. Okay, you can take the girl out of Essex, but I'm still an Essex girl. I live for that. Live and breathe. I love it. And he's not great with women, so we go through the dates, whatever, and talk about. Sorry, I know I've got another tangent. I'll get back to it.
Tangent out.
And we talk about the dates basically.
Yeah.
And this other person that joined us were like listening in, whatever, and I was going through, you know, I had a hot girl summer, right? Don't judge me for it.
No, there's no judgment.
This guy judged me. He was like, I thought you were straight edge. And I was like, I am straight edge. He was like, well, I thought about the triple X's. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
If I just thought that was wild. I was like, I've literally just got slut shamed because I'm straight edge. What?
Yeah.
Like, that's mad to me. I don't know. Like, it's like you're never enough with gatekeeping. Like, with punk, I'm not punk enough because I don't like no effects. No, the crap. Right? No, I don't like them. And like drumming, I'm not good enough because it gets gatekeeped because I haven't got a huge, massive kit. And obviously sound engineering is massively gatekeeped because I'm not a 50-year-old bloke engineering one of the
bandana and a beer belly and
the big four. Cheers. It's just, I don't know, you see it in a lot of different subcultures, which I find so surreal because I feel like if you're a little niche subculture, why is there gatekeeping? I see it everywhere. Like being into Jane Austen and classic literature and also being into punk, they both go, why are you the Jane Austen people go, why are you into punk? And the punk people go, why are you into Jane Austen? It's like, does it matter?
Yeah.
But the gatekeeping just drives me nuts.
It's fun. To me, the most frustrating thing about it is because I think a lot of it comes from insecurity of the individual doing the gatekeeping. Because let's say, you know, they don't feel they feel out of place in a lot of things, so they found this little community like the straight edge or skinhead or whatever that they feel like they belong in, and I feel like out of the whatever put them. What am I trying to say? So they get like insecure about something, and then they have to try and one up and be like on top of everything.
Oh, what, you gone to Tenerife? They've gone to 11 or 8.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like even though the community should be everyone lift each other up and embrace each other and make it a community, like you know, communal. They have to then put themselves on a pedestal within the community. And
they just want to be. They want to be the mover and shaker, didn't they? They want to be the mover and shaker in that group, and it's like. I don't get on with big fish in small ponds. Do you know what I mean? I don't give a shit who you are. If you're like the big gun of Bristol, I don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like I'll talk to everyone, because I want to be talked to. Like I don't want to be, because I moved quite a lot, and being new in like Bristol, I obviously knew no one. I'm trying to make friends and whatever. And I don't know, like luckily I've made some really great mates in the straight edge community. A guy called Heiss and his girlfriend Joey.
Shout out.
Oh my god, they're the best. They're so nice. And like I've gone to all these gigs. Like I saw Fiddlehead and all that with Heiss. It was amazing. But yeah, I just don't get the gate, because we could all be gatekeepers.
Yeah.
I could be a gatekeeper. I could be like, oh, you know what? I've never drunk a day in my life. I've never done a drug. I don't do cocaine. I don't do caffeine, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be, because it's a deep move. And I think everyone always asks me all the time, like, oh, you know so much about all the bands and all this, like, you know so much about punk. And I'm like, yeah, I've had to learn it, because if you have a little, like, chink in your armour, a little gap, they will absolutely come down on you like a ton of bricks. So, like, when I like these bands, I know everything about them, because I, like, don't want to be...
Because all it takes is one fucking bell end to be like, name 5 songs.
I've had that all the time. I had that the other day in the pub, in this pub in Bath. It was a proper lads pub, but they sell the best pork scratchings in there. I'm gonna go in there. Do you know what I mean?
You love a porky scratch.
Yeah, and the owner, I don't know who was he talking about? Sham 69.
Right.
And he said name 3 songs, and my favourite response is Shut the Fuck Up, Mate. That's one of my favourites. Another one is Go Do One. Yeah. And I think the third one is like Don't Ask Women Personal Questions. I can't stand it. So
fucking right.
Gatekeepers.
It's something that's been brought up before for the bin in various forms.
What everyone else said about it?
Like similar stuff. Just like you brought up some more eloquent points. I'm not saying that other people's points weren't well put, but it's like it's just, I think there's just a general vibe of you just want to fit in some place without being fucking poked down.
And also shit. I'm really dissing skinhead culture here. I'm not at all. Like I really like and think about it.
Shit,
yeah, but I was treated notably different. When I went to Bad Manners the first time, I did the old get up. I did the boots, the braces, the bleached jeans, the Ruts t-shirt. I got treated completely different wearing that compared to St Patrick's Day, where I was wearing obviously Pogue's t-shirt and a little green denim skirt, because I didn't have the look. Of course I don't know the band. Like, why does that matter?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's mad. And I think there's loads of bands that I love. I love the Smash Pumpkins. When I go, I don't look like... And Michael Cromant's the same. Like, I don't look anything like any other fan there. I've got a massive mohawk. Like, I'm fucking... Well, with MCR, I'm like... 25 years older than everyone else. All these little toddlers running around. And Smash Pumpkins, I'm 25 years younger. But, like, everyone always thinks, you can't be a massive fan if you don't have, the looks, the same looking. I find that so wild and weird. So, but yeah.
No, I totally agree. And it's I think it's already in the bin, and it's going to get...
Stay in the bin.
Taken out and then put right back in again.
If you say gatekeepers, everyone listening now and us can instantly think of someone who's do you know what I mean? That's not great.
Every community's got it, and they can probably think of an individual in particular.
Well, we were talking about earlier. We both have the same one.
We know what's up. But yeah, listen for a splash. In it goes.
Yeah.
Bang. Gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Hit me with another one.
Right, I've got a list here, and I don't know which one to pick. Oh yes, the one I'm very passionate about. This is not as there's like weights. I mean, that was a heavy hitter.
Yeah, that's coming out the gate with a
gatekeepers. Yeah, that is
with a fist in the teeth.
Yeah.
Now it's time to soften them up a little bit.
We didn't do Nod to the Canspat song, did we? You guys like gatekeeping, and you guys went, gatekeeper.
Lost me.
Gatekeeper, the song they did, and it's got like. Guy with little green hair.
Little green hair.
It's got green hair like a zebra print bandana.
Where was that off?
Oh God. Look at us.
You fucked me up. I fucked you up by me asking you a question because I was so fucked up.
It's a total track. Oh God, that's so bad that I can't remember. I've got a Canspat tattoo. Oh Jesus.
To be honest, I fell off the bats after
Spark That Moves, 2018.
What was the album that was after Bears Mares? The one that had Road Sick on it.
Dead Set on Living?
Yeah, that was the last record I really listened to.
Why?
Properly. I don't know, I just fell off.
Well, get back in, mate.
I should.
Get back in. Spark That Moves, it got straight in. They did their set, they came straight in on it. Oh, it was great. So good. You should listen to that. You don't know the song Gatekeeper?
Well,
I'm being a gatekeeper now about Gatekeeper.
Getting 3 Canspat songs from this album?
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I first met you, you probably remind me of Scott from Canspats.
Yeah, well, just big bear vibes in it.
No, just your humour and stuff.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe that's why we became friends so quick.
Maybe you were just like, this is like... It's like...
Scotty boy.
Poundland Scott.
Poundland Scott. You're the Cornish Scott.
Cornish Scott.
Anyway.
Number 2, hit me.
Okay, right. I don't know what you'd call this. This is a big thing, right? It's not a big thing, is it? It's not a big thing at all.
It's big to you. It's important, you know.
So, I love wearing makeup. Right. It's like a big thing for me. Love it being garish, very, you know, Susie Sue, that kind of vibe. Like you know, nothing subtle about my makeup. It's literally, I mean, I said it to you, Mr. Blobby is the goal, isn't it?
Yeah, you take a lot of influence from the Blob.
Yeah, I mean, he's got bright... What colour eyeshadow has he got? Is it blue?
It's like blue.
Yeah, and he wears the bright red lids, right? Yeah. You tell me that shade. I want to wear that shade, right?
Blobby Rouge.
I love Mr. Blobby. I got yellow and pink hair. There's no... It's all subliminal, love a blob, but I can't get a tattoo of him because I think that's too far. But
man, get a blob.
No, I just get shunned by my twins.
Get Blobby in a Regency dress.
Oh no, it's all Blobby. Someone got Blobby in a martini glass, like Dita Von Teese.
Yeah.
What a look. Anyway, so... I love wearing makeup. It makes me feel great. But the thing is, like, all these brands come out. Eyeshadow's not so bad, but lipstick is the worst. All these brands come out and go, oh, yeah, it's long-lasting, 8 hours. And it never is. And it drives me, honestly, up the wall. Like, I spend so much money on it.
Yeah.
I'll buy anything. If it's long-lasting, I'll give you... I won't get much change out of 50 quid for a lipstick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's mad. But... yeah, so I think I hate, and also the whole culture about it, the beauty community as well is a nightmare. But like, I'll watch reviews of him and they'll be like, oh yeah, so long lasting. I'm like, yeah, you go to a gig and eat a pizza and you tell me if that liquid lip's still on. It never is, and it drives me nuts. I don't know why.
The proper test.
Yeah, if you watch like a beauty review, the person who's tried the lipstick on will kiss the back of their hand and go, look, it's transfer proof. Are you joking? On a dry hand? Like, eat an oily pizza and watch that thing crumble. You know what I mean? And it drives me nuts. And I have so many red lipsticks where I don't care about the shade anymore. I don't care if it's orange or blue based.
You just want to just stay on your fucking...
Yeah.
On your boys.
Yeah, like, at a gig and you're getting sweaty, whatever, and the worst thing is, do you know what the worst thing is? Not even the fact this lipstick doesn't stay on, because there's some brands out there that'll go, oh, it's blowjob proof. Well, it isn't pepperoni pizza proof, so I doubt it's blowjob proof.
Yeah.
And I can have some bloke just like hit me in the face as he's like crowd surfing, whatever. That's now gone on. That ain't.
You smeared it.
Yeah, that ain't blowjob proof, whatever. And all these things, 12-hour wear. Like, Rihanna's Fenty was meant to be great. Terrible. Great colour.
Yeah.
It doesn't... And then Maybelline. Any price point, I'll try it. I've tried them all. I swear to God.
Have you thought about making, like, YouTube videos of reviewing, like, makeup, but doing it, like, proper road testing it, like you are, like, at gigs? Maybe they'll just send you some freebies.
Well, I wouldn't wear it, though, because it doesn't work.
Yeah, but
this is the point. I'm on this pilgrimage. I feel like so many people are on the same pilgrimage of trying to find a good lippy that stays on. They'll go, try a gloss, try a liquid matte, I've tried them all, right? And not only is that bad, I want to put that in the bin, but also the other thing that's in the bin is I know there are people listening now that will go, oh, hold on, I know one that you should try. I hate that as well, because you say it to people, go, I can't find a decent matte red or whatever, and they'll go, oh, you should try MAC. No, I'm not going to try MAC because I've tried MAC and it's crap. I've tried them all, like, and it's this weird thing that, like, it's like this weird, everyone knows about, oh, my sister, they use this, or I've used this and it's great. It's like, no, it's not. I think what it is, it's a bit like my hair. I've got very high standards, and I feel like people are happy to reapply. To settle for less, and I just think, like that's why I didn't wear it to Bad Manners, because I knew I had a 2.5 hour drive. I'd have eaten nothing and I would have drunk nothing in that 2.5 hours. But I tell you now, when I got to Plymouth, that would have been cracked or crumbled. And it's like, do I put less on? Do I put more on? Do you use a bit more pencil? And then, use this technique from the 50s where they blotted. Use this technique. Use a lip coat. It's never ending. It's just like, because I just make a red, any colour actually, I don't care anymore.
It's like a stain.
No, I've tried them. They're crap.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, honestly, it's a universal thing. I know I'm not alone. Because I did a call out about it.
So if you're listening, don't send in a million suggestions.
People go, use sugar pill, use lime crime. I've used them all, mate. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just settling with. There's a Maybelline matte 24-hour stay that everyone's like, it's not amazing, because it will start feathering.
Just about does, right?
Yeah. So I know it sounds bad, but it's. quite niche, and there's bigger things going on in the world. But
this is what the bin's all about, man. This is what it's all about. That's why we have the trash rule. We don't want, you know, all the big injustices is already taken care of. This is all about the small gripes, you know.
Yeah. And also, I think people would be like, I just, you know, it's just a lot.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I can't relate. Well, one thing I can relate to is it's not really the same, but I don't know. Get your point out, so I don't backtrack on yourself. So I've recently gotten into wearing like fragrances, right? Because I would never ever wear.
You're going to talk about discontinuing stuff.
Well, not that, but just like everyone, like I always try and find a fragrance that sticks around, doesn't just like fade after like stuff. Like I want to wear it and then maybe like reapply something.
Oh my god, this was going to be one of my SkeinBins.
Oh really?
Wait, I'll let you finish and I'll.
So I want to find like a fragrance, like eau de parfum or something that's like lasts.
No,
hours.
you don't. No, that was going to be one of my SkeinBins. When you walk past someone, usually a woman, right, and the smell is so intense, you feel sick. I think because I've got asthma and stuff, like you feel like you can't breathe when you walk past someone, and then, or if you're in an office with someone, and they reek of Chanel No. 5, whatever, all day, and you dread going in because you can just smell their. No, so honestly, I think
I totally agree with that point, because I have the same thing, because I have a really intense sense of smell from when I lost my eyesight. So anytime I'm on a train or like in a busy city, I'm just like being bombarded with like 1,000. That's why I can't step foot in Lush.
Oh
I feel like I'm gonna pass out and like go into a fucking epileptic fit.
I love Lush because every time I walk in there, they're like, "Oh, do you work here?" Like, no, of course I don't work here. I just look like I work here.
It's like, you look
multicoloured hair.
You look very gay.
yeah, multicoloured hair and
the smallest iota of fashion sense.
Yeah, and a smile.
Yeah,
you work in Lush.
Yeah. I'm confident enough to talk to anybody.
I am.
Yeah,
that's a gift and
curse. I literally I'll have a toenail through the doorway, the threshold of Lush. You're not there. Do you need help with anything? I'm just trying to hold my breath because I'm going to fucking die. I think they've chilled out a bit now. Yeah. I think I like the one in Bath. They're quite nice in there. But the only other thing that's bad about Lush is that everything's got nut oil in it. Yeah,
almond oil, just like cochin, which is not the one. But anyway, yeah. So
I have the same thing where I try and find fragrances that like aren't intense but will like last and stuff, because I always have really bad insecurity about smelling really bad. So I have like a sweeter, clean one that I'll put on in the morning, and then I have more of like a spicy wood one that I will apply in the evening.
I don't do that.
I don't know. It's just my
God. I know I smell of dry shampoo because I use so much of it, and then it's come out that like Batiste and stuff in the it's like using in the can Benzol something. Batiste, you know the.
Oh right, I thought you said Batista, like
the
wrestler.
I speak fast.
It's like, what's Batista doing with dry? He's got no hair.
Apparently, something in Batiste causes cancer, and I thought, well, if that's the way I go, that's the way I go.
Yeah,
I'm this hair colour. I can't keep washing this.
Yeah, your liver's clean as fuck from no booze, so you know.
Yeah.
You just get some Batiste in you.
Whatever.
We all have a vice.
That is mine.
Something's got to take us out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm probably going to choke on a sausage at some point, I think.
I think I'm going to die from someone else eating nuts around me. That's how I'm going to go. Some bloke cracking out some peanuts on the bus. That's how I'm going to die. I know it is. That's how it's going to be. No EpiPen will save me. I swear to God. Which is shit, really, isn't it? Think about it. That's the way it's going.
It's a morbid thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about well, whatever.
Yeah.
Live your life, innit?
It's a shame.
I know. I'm like a little 5-year-old. You know, the ones that are like, don't give Charlie nuts, and that's me. Yeah.
Mate. Terrible.
Anyway,
but
we digress.
I think being constantly disappointed by something and the frustration of trying every brand and trying.
I don't want to think about how much money over the years, because it got to a point about a year ago. I thought, you know what, I ain't got any disposable income, but I'm going to try them. And I've got a graveyard of lipsticks that I've worn once. Yeah. And I thought, listen. And what I do is I try it on and I have dinner.
Yeah.
And then none's left. There's nothing left. After dinner, I thought, this ain't going to last a gig. I queue for hours at gigs sometimes. And then you gotta go, oh yeah, reapply. You can't reapply because it's like chalky. And it goes layer on layer. It will just like chalk up. It's a nightmare.
Gets all caked up
and it feathers around your lips and stuff. So it like doesn't look clean. And like I like the clean lines and stuff. Nightmare.
I think that it has to change. Like different people must have obviously different standards and different practices in life. Maybe you kind of will not even realise it, but you'll be like kind of like, you know, moving your lips around or nibbling on stuff. I don't know.
I think it's like, so obviously like a lot of my friends wear like different lipsticks, so I don't think they care as much.
Yeah.
Like I'll go out for dinner with my best mates, they're wearing just a normal tube lipstick and it'll go fucking everywhere. They won't care, but I know I would care. So that's why I usually wear liquid mattes, because they last, but then they just crumble or crack or whatever, and it's a bloody nightmare.
Well, I think it's good. It's definitely good to have like high standards on what you're buying, because if you're spending money for something, you should do it. And I think if companies aren't willing to meet those standards,
they think they are meeting them, because they'll go 8 hour wear, like 8 hours or 12 hours if I don't eat.
Yeah, well, they probably applied it to a turtle and just left it in a fucking room, and then it's still there.
I remember once I went on I think I told you about this, well, everyone will remain nameless, but I went on a date. India, my twin, bought me some purple glittery lipstick. I mean, that's a look. It's a bold look. But I wore it for the first time on a date. Stupid move. And we went for pizza, and it turned into like a double date where like his mates turned up and they're like, oh, we're going to go pizza, let's go get some pizza. In Cornwall. So you know what I'm talking about.
Right.
and we had pizza, and I was just like chowing. I think it's the first time I've ever tried a matte liquid lip, and we were chowing down on it, and the girl I didn't even know turned to me and was like, mate, your whole face is purple because of the... And then I was like, oh my god, so it didn't stay on the lips, but it stained the skin. So I know. So I literally was trying to like wipe it off with makeup wipes, because then obviously you've got to carry makeup wipes if you've got lippy on.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't come off. So
it's just like you won like a pie eating contest. Or
yeah, it wasn't the one. So it was like it came off the lips, but it stayed on the skin. It's just a nightmare.
That made no sense. I'm going to throw it in the bin. I think it's worthy of a bin. So listen with a splash, and it goes.
Yeah.
Bing bang. You got 2 out of 2. You got the Twix. How do you feel about that? You alright with it?
I can't eat Twixes, mate. I'm allergic to chocolate.
Yeah, but you got your.
I can't even remember what Twix tastes like.
Well, it's like a shortbread biscuit with caramel and chocolate.
Oh right, yeah.
It's alright.
Is that a Kit Kat more better?
That's a wafer.
Kit Kat's better than Twix, isn't it?
I do agree. Yeah, Kit Kat chunky. 10 out of 10. So I'm just pulling up your questions here. Some people would think that I would have prepared here. Yeah. But
I would think so too.
Yeah, but you know, as it always is. I'm going to quickly thank my Patreon supporters this month and my sponsor. So
please do.
Thank you to CJ, Aidan, Sean, Adam,
Christine,
James, Kate, Christiane, Spallbags, Tim, Alex Sniff, Jochen, CB, Fee and Peg, Rory, E.G., Jimmy, Mark, David, Will, Sarah, Matt, Ollie, Alex, Chris, Dave, Caroline, Dave, Will, and Cody.
Should we put some random names in there?
Yeah,
TV Smith.
Yeah, Tom.
David Bowie.
Yeah.
Henry Rollins.
Yeah, cheers, Heather.
I call him Heather.
Well,
how dare you?
I'm stealing it.
Well, you can't call him. Do I call him Heather to his face? Yeah, I do. I don't think you'd like it if you called him Heather to his face.
What's up, Hez? Be like, oh, what?
He'd
probably punch me out.
No, he's a pussycat. You should put random names in there.
Yeah, just random ones.
John Bon Jovi.
I don't want John on there.
I don't know.
You ever heard John Bon Jovi's cover of Fairy Tale in New York?
Absolutely. As a Pogues fan, that makes me feel sick.
It's
that's
the worst
disgusting.
thing. Imagine this, right? Imagine I'm a middle-aged man with feathery blonde hair.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in a studio with a glass of eggnog. And there's a Christmas...
Oh, is that what he did it? He did it for a Christmas song to get some money?
It's a Christmas album,
what
right?
Twat.
John Bon Jovi's Christmas album. A little Christmas tree in the background. And I've got a little microphone. Imagine this, like, it's Christmas Eve, babe.
Actually, I want to listen to it now. Also, what recording studio do you know that would have a Christmas tree in there? They've barely got like bins or water. Well, they're not gonna care about that, are they?
Bon Jovi's on another level, mate. He's in Bon Jovi.
I know, but
he can have what he wants, mate.
I've worked a lot of recording studios in my time, and let me tell you, they barely have hand soap. You know what I mean? They're not gonna have a Christmas tree.
Bon Jovi's definitely got like a chocolate fountain. Like, you know, like a chocolate fondue set.
No, I think his life's pretty boring.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think it's all hyped up. I don't give a shit about him. I don't know why I said his name.
Yeah, and thank you to my sponsor for this week's episode. You're going to like this. Cold Press CBD. Go to cold-press.io. Use code SIMON10, all capitals, for 10% off your first month's order of vegan CBD gummy bears. They always support the show. Thanks for supporting the show.
Thanks. What's the show?
Thanks. Thank you.
Yeah, go on.
Right, so when I have mates on that I'm introducing to my other friends, you know, I like to ask them the pivot questions from...
Right, that's that already?
Yeah.
That ain't true. Because I was like, I feel really... Like, because obviously living in a new city, whatever.
Yeah, shout out Matt Spear.
Yeah, you know everyone. I know no one. I was like, I'm living in Bath, and you're like, yeah. And then I went to go see who did I go see? Grade 2, great band, check them out. And I saw someone wearing a Rash Decision t-shirt. Oh, look at you, behave. I ran up to them instantly. I'm not someone who is normal demographic. I've got my massive mohawk up, and I ran up to this poor bloke, and I'm like, my best friend's in that band. And he was like, okay, who's your best friend? I was like, oh, Si. And then we had a chat. He lives 10 minutes from me, and you knew it, and you knew him.
I didn't think.
Yeah, well, nice.
I'm shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, I like to ask them the pivot questions from an old TV show called Inside the Actors Studio.
Okay.
Where they get, it's like an acting school in America, and they get Hollywood movie stars. You're a bit cold there.
No, I just shake when I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I shake like when
you're like a little Westie or something.
Yeah, no, I'm not joking. When I drive past a massive lorry on the M4, whatever, I shake because I feel like, God, I could nearly die then.
You shake like you're an old rickety drawbridge.
You're so rude. Thank you so much for putting that on your podcast.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just making sure you were warm and comfortable.
Yeah, well, I'm not comfortable now, so thanks.
Anyway, there's a TV show where they have this acting school, and this guy James Lipton brings out Hollywood stars.
Yeah, just ask the questions.
Anyway,
all right.
So, Mickie Austen Rollins, what is your favourite word?
My favourite word.
I threw you off. We're calling out the shiver. I'm sorry.
We're talking like phonetically, or we're talking actual favourite word?
Yeah, first thing that comes to mind. Like, what's your favourite word?
Austin. I think. Well, I think about this the other day. Actually, I can't remember now, but. I like the word crush, like phonetically it sounds nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't know if that's the right word phonetically, but whatever. But my favourite word is Austin, I would say, because I think it emotes the same thing, well, maybe if you're an American it means Texas, but to me it means Jane. So,
I think Stone Cold myself.
Who's that?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I hate you. I hate this.
Sorry.
I want to go.
No.
I feel like I'm not very proud to be British. There's a lot of things I'm not proud about, but I feel like the best thing we've ever created was the woman that we all shunned, and and she wrote masterpieces, and she's like an absolute icon. So I think maybe Austin.
That's a good one. Yeah.
With an E, not an I. Thank you very much. And that's why I legally changed my name to Mickie Austen Rollins.
Sick. What's your least favourite word?
Oh God, this is I don't like it. It's for least favourite word. Oh, I want to say, but I can't say. It's a bit weird.
No.
Condom's a bit of a weird word.
It is a weird one.
Yeah, where does that come from?
Condom. I don't like it.
It's not cute, is it?
No, but then all the nicknames for it are equally worse because they're like not sexy. Because if you're with someone, you're like, "Oh, get your Johnny out."
I say Johnny.
Get your Jimmy out.
I say Johnny because because you've instantly just done the accent. That's why.
Right.
So it works if I say it. But if you say like some Somerset bloke,
get your Johnny out, will you?
No, no, that's horrible. Sorry, that's going to spite then, isn't it?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know what other words I don't like, but I think the words I won't like are words that I connotate to stuff that I don't like.
Right.
So what's that thing in your eye? Cornea. No.
That's a bad one.
That's a bad one.
Yeah, I'm too familiar with that one.
You.
Yeah, condom's a good one actually.
Yeah, it's a weird word.
I don't like the word panties for that same reason. I think.
But there's a band called the Dirty Panties. They are amazing. They're from Vegas. They're this right girl band. They are so good. I think they're broken up now, and I wish they hadn't because they were amazing.
Yeah.
They split it off, I think.
Sick.
I remember looking at a punk rock bowling poster and saw that, and I thought, what a fucking good band name.
Well, it's a good band name.
Yeah.
White girl bands always have the best band names.
Well, yeah.
Shannon and Nat from Swan Song have a band that they sort of jam with sometimes called Trophy Husband, which is
lovely.
That's quite a good one.
That's a great name.
But I think Shannon wanted to call it the Period Shits, which is also quite a good one. But
that's hardcore.
It is pretty mental.
Would you be booked at Glastonbury with a name like that? I don't know. He'll do anything, that man. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally? Like, what is it when you meet someone that makes you just go, "Fuck, I like that"? Meet someone,
or anything. Like, what in the universe just gets you fucking excited to live and shit, you know?
Punk.
Yeah.
Good punk, not bad punk. I'm gatekeeper. Here we go. Right, so my twin and her fiance call me the punk police.
Nino.
And Nino. Every time I'm like, I do judge people hard on the punk they listen to. Just because I've been judged and I like the good shit, okay? Yeah. I'm not fucking about because of my own experiences, all right? I used to love Green Day. I don't like Green Day anymore because they were arseholes, but the whole thing of seeing them was not great.
Yeah.
And I don't like NoFX. I don't like them. All right, I'm not going to pretend here. I'm not going to try and be diplomatic. I don't like it. All right,
it's your bag.
I like the good old days. Right, I like the...
We're men.
I literally just saw that. No, I don't like those good old days. I do not like those good old days at all, right? No. I just like to me, I feel like I've missed it.
Right.
I feel like those 100 days of punk at the 100 Club, whatever, you know, the Damned and the Clash and the Ruts and like all that, like, you know, Stiff Little Fingers and all these bands were like propping up all out of nowhere, you know, like between like 77. Well, this is all very, depending who you talk to, this is all very like, you know, punk was dead by whatever.
Yeah.
From 77 to 82, like X-Ray Specs, like to see those bands form and stuff, like that to me would have been the absolute dream. And I feel like I've just now clinging on to the coattails of a long lost dream. You know what I mean? Like I talked to a lot of people that were there, and I just that's when I get really excited because I like talking to them because like I never talked to Henry about it and. We were talking about X-Ray Specs, and I was like, "Oh, when did you see X-Ray Specs?" And Henry was like, "I've never seen them. I never saw them because they never came to the US." And I was like, "That's mad." Sorry for context, because I will say so. Henry means Henry Rollins. India's India Mercury, my twin sister. That is a real name. We'll do context. Like I do. Like I don't mean to like kick in names here at the moment at all. I just stalk a lot of my favourite heroes.
When I first met Mickie, I was like intimidated because you were like,
I like intimidating men.
You know, my best mate. Henry Rollins.
I did say my best mate Henry Rollins. That is
no, but like you just, you know, you're very friendly with Mr. Rollins.
I don't know. No, what happens is I was 17, 16, 17, and I wait hours to meet bands. That's all. I still do it. I still do it now. I will still wait 10, 15 years on. I still wait for hours to meet my favourite bands because I feel like they're the people that relate to me. They're the people I get posters on my wall, basically, that I used to talk to as a kid, and now I feel like, because I talked to you as a poster on my wall, you listened and you know what I talked about, so now we're automatically friends.
Right.
So then when I first met Henry, I was 17, 18... maybe, yeah. And I waited hours to meet him outside Bridgewater Hall in Manchester, and like I cried. I still cry when I meet him, and all I do is wait and talk to him. They just feel bad for me. That's it. They do. That's why they reply back. That's why they're like, I cross boundaries that I shouldn't cross, and I talk to them, and I'm like, I love you, I think you're amazing, you've changed my life, whatever. And someone like Henry, who gets a bad stick, and I don't really know why, because he's been always amazing and nice to me, will literally give me the shirt off his back and talk to me really nice. So because I message him a lot, because I'm like, Henry, my last in the shit, help me out, mate. And he goes, gym therapy, love, gym and therapy. But yeah, because he makes me so happy, I just talk about him a lot. I don't mean to. That's why I changed my surname to Henry, because he is, I don't know, I feel I've got a very hyper fixation.
Nice.
When I love something, I'm loving it, and that's Henry Rollins and Jane Austen.
No, I think it's a great thing. I think it's fucking great.
So your answer to the question is, I would say as an overall broad thing, the thing that makes me excited is punk.
Yeah. But like the punk that...
Not the fucking gobbing on each other. I hate that thing now where everyone's not drunk
Chelsea
punks.
kicking each other in with their fucking boots.
No, like the punks on Camden Lock Bridge can fucking do one.
Fuck you, zombie punk.
Exactly.
Fuck you. You're a fucking transphobe and a fucking
arsehole. I hate it. And I'll walk past someone like that, and they'll be like, and you're like, fuck off. I don't like that. I mean, like the actual. Like, my band is full of people a lot younger than me, and they are more punk than anyone that I know, because they're doing it on a like dime budget, and they're doing it because they fucking love it, and that's what I love about punk. And I think obviously punk now that's why my band I would say is queer punk, because that to me is where the punk that was 40 years ago, 50 years ago, that's the equivalent now. That's where punk is.
Same energy.
Yeah.
What?
Is this meant to be quick fire?
Well, no, it's all right. I'll skip some of the more boring questions. What's your favourite swear word?
Cunt. I love that word because it's just I feel it makes me feel empowered to have one.
Yeah, I use it almost as like gap filling words in sentences, which is like a bad habit to have.
Yeah, that's a strong word to use.
Yeah, like I'll literally be like on. I remember at one point. On the show on SkeinBin, I was trying to remember something, and I remember what it was, but I still said cunt instead of what it was, because I'm just so used to saying it. I
like saying it as like a positive, like...
term of endearment, it's a nice thing.
Yeah, I don't like it when men use it to degrade women. They go, oh, she's a cunt.
Yeah,
or
that's awful.
Yeah, because it's like, well, no, I use it as an elevation kind of
That's why
word.
I think Americans can't say cunt. like we can, because when they say it, they mean it as a degradation term for women. I feel like
there's also other good swear words, but like coming from where I come from and like my family stuff, words like plum.
Yeah.
What a word that can be more cutting than calling someone a cunt or a bitch or whatever. Like
you fucking donut.
You plum. Yeah, exactly. I love that you just taken on the accent. That's great.
It just comes out. My favourite one is toilet. Okay, we'll call it on toilet. I'm like, you fucking toilet.
I've not heard that.
Yeah. Well, I never had a chance to call you a toilet because you're not a toilet, so you're alright. What sound or noise do you love?
I love the noise of a can being opened up.
Yeah.
Do you know what? No. Is when a kettle goes on. I love Yorkshire tea. Yeah. When a kettle goes on, makes you feel calm. So yeah, that. I'd say that.
This question I feel like doesn't really apply to you because you kind of living the dream at the minute. But
I'm not living the dream.
Living the dream job. You got your dream job at the minute.
At the minute, I hope I have that job for the day I die. I don't know how much I can talk about it on.
Yeah.
I signed a lot of NDAs. Yeah.
I was going to say, what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Okay, so people probably think I'm like James Bond. I'm not. I'm a sound engineer, but I work with a lot of people. Yeah. Do you know what? Saying that makes you feel happy. Like little Mickey, 13-year-old Mickey, like would be amazing. Like I think being like in sound engineering, it still is really hard. Like it's a very sexist industry. So for me to say I am a sound engineer and I get money out of it, and my job is a lot more intense than that, but sound engineer is quite a broad place where I am, so I like saying that. I'm not sitting there behind a desk like doing the levels and stuff on tour, but I work in the sound engineering realm and I'm really happy that I do that for a job.
But
sorry,
what else would you like to do apart from that, if you could do anything?
I'd love to be an author. I'd like to write, but that was the goal for ages, but I don't think I'm good enough. So not in a bad way, I just waffle. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like if I became an author, it would be me chain. It need a strong editor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
But I think that's because I just love classic literature and I'd like to write my own novel. So
definitely.
But then everyone who says I want to write my own novel, you just run a mile.
Last question, then we'll get into some binage. If heaven exists, what would you want God to say to you when you arrive at the gates?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
So, yeah.
Whoopsie!
Yeah, God, what would God say to me?
Yeah.
I don't know, what would you want?
But, mate, that all that sadness, that was like, oh, fuck, sorry, mate, that was my mistake. Fuck that up.
Do you know, actually, you know what I want him to say?
Yeah.
I want him to say 2 words. I want him to say, Henry's here.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what I'd like. Yeah. And I'd be like,
and he's just there and like, fuck's sake.
She's here, yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, fucking hell, I thought I escaped her. Yeah. That's what I'd love. Or Jane. I'd love to meet Jane Austen. If that's going to be in the afterlife, then so be it.
Henry and Jane have just got the kettle on.
They were definitely both Clash fans. I don't care. I like to think that like the people were still watching, and I think Jane Austen would have watched the punk scene and gone, she would have the biggest crush on Joe Strummer, as we all do. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, what a man. And I think what a power
Mr.
couple.
Strummer.
Yeah, Jane Strummer, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Oh, mate.
Jane and Joe.
There's got to be fan art of that somewhere. Someone's got to thought.
No, there's not.
Someone draw.
So niche.
Jane Austen and Joe Strummer.
Niche quiche.
Sitting hand in hand or something.
That'd be amazing. The songs they would write, bloody hell, her wit, his charm, laughing.
Speaking of which, that's another shit transition. Went from the greatest transition ever at the start. I'm so out of practice on this show, man. Right. Who'd have thought?
How long have you not done it for? A month?
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's a bit of a game, mate. Yeah, it does. Life happens.
Happens.
Yeah.
Still got people still here, so that's all good. What's binage number 3? Twa bin.
Okay, I'm going to pick a little one. So, I obviously legally changed my name. I'm not related to Henry, obviously.
Yeah.
Changed it in lockdown and changed it to my twin sister. We've got people who might listen to this might know my old dead name. Yeah. My legal name my birth name was Mickey. I couldn't change that. My mum didn't want me to. But I changed my middle name and my surname, as did my twin India. She rang me up and went, look, I'm changing my name, let's do this. And I was like, I'm not going to get married, not going to have kids, so let's do it.
Yeah.
I was like, right, I agree, whatever. So she she picked Mercury because she was Freddie Mercury, much like I like Henry, and I thought Mickey Mercury is too much for me. So I picked Mickie Austen Rollins. Absolute nightmare. That could be in the bin, actually. Right, little tangent. Getting your name changed is a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
But because of my old dead name and who I am, whatever, and how tall I am, I used to be called at school Big Mick. But I used to be called Big Mick this is secondary school. I went to an all-girls secondary school because I had size 8 feet in year 8 and nothing fit. And my thing to go in the bin is that, I don't know if it's the same now because I don't buy women's shoes anymore because my feet are boats. But, look at them. But they, women's shoes only going up to size 8 needs to go in the C bin.
It just doesn't make sense. It's just like, why would you close the market off like that?
It's literally, but I know people like my dad's wife, like her feet's so small she can't, so it's really small. I don't know what it is.
Mum's got the same. She got size 2s.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
she's basically got hooves.
Size 2. Can you imagine her next to mine?
Mate,
like mine are times 4 of hers. So now I'm size 9, 10. In Doc Martens I'm a 10. And it's ironic because like I almost wear shoes now to attenuate, whatever that's called. Like to promote those kind of things. So I wear big old Doc Martens. I wear TUK creepers,
big honking cloppers.
But I used to stomp round a lot because when I was year 8, all I could wear were Doc Martens. That's the only shoe, or like big old from Shoe Zone, whatever. Big old shoes. And just clomp around in them because they were men's shoes. Or they're not men's shoes, they're my shoes. But you know what I mean? Like, it's just...
Because obviously men's shoes are going to be wider as well, and it's going to, And
I was just clomping around all the time. And it just wasn't the one. So, like, I couldn't wear... I've never worn heels a day in my life because they didn't fit. And because I'm 5'10", and with a mohawk that's, looking north of 8 inches, I won't be able to get through doors. So, I don't know, women's shoes.
Yeah, it's like I said at the start. It doesn't make sense from a business standpoint not to just like keep it going. It's like when you go into like I can't fucking buy trousers anyway. I've got my waistband is a hench thing, right? But my legs are regular length. So when I go in, I get a pair of kecks. That's pants, pair of trousers.
Yeah, no, I just thought that what you're talking about now is the perfect entry into the next C bin.
Yeah,
carry on.
It's like I need like waist 42. But like it all stops at like 38, and it's like just make them just a bit bigger, and then you could sell so many more trousers. I have to get like specialist things. But the thing is, because they assume that everyone who's got a waist 42 or up, must have absolutely massive plump sausage legs too. Yeah, I've got regular Legos, so when I put on the trousers, it's like I'm wearing 2 rolled up carpets. So I just want slim fitting trousers with I can fit my voluptuous tuchus into.
Like I say, there's probably companies out there that make shoes for women size 8, 9, whatever. I know sometimes I get a 9 sometimes, but I've just succumbed to the fact I'm just wearing men's shoes, or I just wear Doc Martens, Vans and TKs and just spin around. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But it's just that fucked me off, really.
Yeah, I agree.
Size 8, size 9 is always the thing. But that is a good transition into my next one.
Well, I'll say before we go into the next one, it's definitely going to the C bin. Listen to the splash, in it goes, bang.
Nice.
2, 3. Hit me.
So we talk about like stuff that doesn't fit.
Right.
Being Big Mick. Also, if you call me Big Mick in person, I will shun you.
Yeah, cut your nose off.
But I'm tall, got big old feet.
Yeah.
And I've I've got broad shoulders, mate. Right? Broad shoulders. And I extenuate it by wearing MK1 bomber jackets, the skinhead jackets that make me look like Michelin Man. Why do I extenuate these things? I don't know. But the thing that goes into this now is my last C bin, which is annoying because I've got a couple others, but we'll keep them.
So it won't be the only time you're on.
No. Is bras.
Right. So I can't relate. I got tits, but I don't wear bras. I got tits. Look at it. That is a tit. That's a tit.
No, it isn't.
It is.
God.
Mate, I'm fine with it. I'm happy to have a tit.
I would like to preface, though you say preface. Yeah. I would like earlier on the way to the car.
Leave me alone.
That's what you said. You said preface.
Yeah, I know.
No, there's some words like epitome. I still called epitome because when you read it, it looks different. People say it different to it. So I think you've just read I can't even say
Preface.
that. No, it's preface. Stop saying that. Because I was like, I remember reading Harry Potter. Let's put that in the bin.
Yeah.
And I just called her Hermione for ages.
Hermione.
Because I didn't know that name, Hermione. Yeah. So anyway,
I used to call sesame seeds sesame seeds when I was a kid. So I read them as sesames.
Yes, see? That's what I mean.
I was
right.
like, is that going to have a burger and a sesame seed bun?
I give Big Bird vibes, don't I? Bright neon yellow hair, and I'm like,
if Blobby and Big Bird had a little love child.
Thanks.
See?
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
I love that you said I intimidated you. I love that. That was when I was a little girl, I was like, that's what when I was a little girl, when I was like, 2, because I've just been big the whole time. Well, I've always wanted to intimidate men.
Well, it's like it wasn't like you intimidated me in the fact that I knew I needed to step up the conversation and like, because I'm so when I meet new people, my sort of social anxiety bubbles down to me being like overly confident and chatty in the conversation. But when I was talking to you, it was like completely reciprocated in the energy of conversation. So it was fine. So I was intimidated because I was like, okay, I get to just chill with myself, and not have to like overreach my fucking personality here. And
I went to a gig the other day, and I was wearing a Ruts t-shirt. I love the Ruts; they're my favourite band. And I was wearing a Ruts DC t-shirt, and some guy came up to me and was like, "Oh, I love the Ruts. Like their guitarist at the moment is a guy called Lee, and he was like, oh, I interviewed Lee," and I was like, cool. And he's like, I'm a massive Ruts fan. I was like, I'm a massive Ruts fan too. And I started talking to him about the Ruts. Yeah. And then he was like, I think you're a bigger Ruts fan than me. And I was like, yeah, probably, because I just know everything about him.
Yeah.
And then he messaged Lee and was like, oh, I met Mickie last night. I think she's a bigger Ruts fan than me. And Lee was like, yeah, she is. Like I just go to all the shows. I like to know every little bit of information about it. I just when I like something, I know everything about it.
Yeah.
I just like to learn loads about it and just become obsessed.
So I'm going to learn right now because you're going to tell me about tits and bras and...
I'm not talking about tits, I'm talking about bras.
Talk about tits.
Anyway, I want to preface this by saying that I'm going to say people in bras, people that wear bras, because not everyone that wears bras is a woman.
Yeah.
So I know your listeners know that, but I'm just saying.
No, it's good to put it out there.
So I fucking hate bras, okay? I fucking hate them. I'm grateful I was not born in Victorian or Regency time that I don't have to wear a fucking corset. I'm so fucking grateful I couldn't do it. But I hope as the years have gone by through fashion that bras have got smaller and smaller and smaller. I hope it gets to a point, I mean, maybe that's now. Actually, no, it's not now, because if you go out not wearing a bra, people look at you. It's really annoying. But I hope in 200 years ago, Victorians were wearing fucking corsets. I hope in 200 years' time, no one's wearing any fucking bras because it's shit.
Yeah.
Okay? It's shit. Right, where do we start? Okay, so from... Oh, God, I'm getting heated thinking about it. If you've got...
I can see the steam coming out of your
ears. I don't know where
ears.
to start because I hate them so much. Right. If you've got massive tits, bras cost a fucking bomb, right? And you see people, they have to, like... They're made worse now than they've ever been made before, so you have to, like, repair them loads. And if anyone that wears bras knows if the wire goes, the last thing you want to do is save that fucking bra. You want to throw it in the fucking bin because it's so fucking uncomfortable. So you've got they cost an absolute bomb. So I feel grateful because I'm like in the middle, right? I feel grateful that I don't have to pay. You're looking at like 50 quid a bra.
Fucking hell.
It's a joke, and you want to have a few because it's kind of like rank or whatever. You might wear a strapless one, whatever, for something, whatever. If you've got no boobs, good for you, because you've got to wear little bralettes you could buy from Primark, whatever, and they cost like a £5 or something, right? But then you get absolutely stigmatised and you feel like shit because you can't buy a nice bra because it doesn't fit you, whatever. I'm in the middle, right? So my problems with bras is that I've got a massive back, right? I've got a 38, 40-inch chest, right? Annoying, but I've also not got the tits to support that back, okay? So I don't know, do you know much about bra fitting?
I can't say I'm super voiced in it.
Okay, so fuck it. I'm a 38A, right? I could technically be a 36B because you can go up. So basically, A's you can't go any. Well, you may do a double A, but that's literally children, right? So I basically can't go any lower. But my back is getting broader, and they're like, we can't fit. There's nothing for you here because you've got no tits, but you've got a massive back. It's so fucking demoralising. But also, I haven't got small enough tits that I can get away with
not rocking one at all.
Yeah, and being a drummer, you got to wear something, right? Like running, exercise, whatever. I like to go to the gym. You got to wear something. So people are like, just wear a sports bra. I'll just wear. Oh, right, yeah. I'll just wear a sports bra. The things they make you feel like you can't fucking breathe. I feel like I can't breathe as it is. I've got fucking severe asthma. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to wear a fucking sports bra. I want to feel nice. Do you know what I mean? Like I want to.
You want to. Sometimes you just want to like look nice. Like get one that looks nice. And makes you feel sexy.
I love a matching pair.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I ain't rocking sports bras. I know women, people, whatever that wear sports bras all the time. People that wear binders all the time. I can't. That makes me like feel quite claustrophobic in a way. I don't like wearing them. Whatever. And it's just. I feel like there's no options. Like I spend so much money on bras. It's a bit like a lipstick, trying to find the perfect one, perfect, and I get fitted all the time. Perfect size. Is it balcony? Is it full cup? It's just a fucking nightmare. I hate wearing them. I feel like a bit like sanitary products. They should be free or very cheap or whatever. The cheap ones are horrible because the something goes in them or whatever. I've got super sensitive skin, so like if they've got loads of lace, they don't feel nice. I just want to put them in the bin. Okay, they're just this shit. I hate wearing them. I always fucking hated wearing them. If I could have an operation tomorrow to take my tits off, I would. I hate them. It's just when people go, if you had plastic surgery, what would you have? That's what I would have if I could change any part of my body, because they're just so annoying. It's annoying. Like trying to play drums in an ill-fitting bra. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. You know what I mean? It's fuck me. It's awful. It's awful. I hate it.
Okay,
so
I can see it. I can see how much it.
I know. We must talk about it for 20 minutes.
The passion. No, it's actually not. That's actually quite a quick rant.
Right. Well, there you go. I hate bras. I want to put them in the bin. I want to burn them. I know some people love them. All right, but no. Like at one point, I thought some of my bandmates playing just their bras. I was like, I want to do that, but I thought I can't do that because they're just going to fall out because of my drumming. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
I just hate them. They're just shit. And in the days that I feel lucky that I can sometimes, if I've got a big hoodie on, whatever, I can, because I just feel like it's also uncomfortable wearing nothing. So what do we do?
It's a difficult one because, like you said, there's going to be people out there that like love a bra, feel weird when they don't wear a bra. I've definitely heard.
I feel weird when I don't wear a bra.
People told me like, oh mate, I don't know how people don't wear bras. I need to wear a bra. Like I feel weird without a bra. Maybe we need to rephrase it in a way. I think like you need to have like more accessibility with the bras.
I like a proper wide strap.
Yeah,
you don't get those wide straps unless you wear a plunge bra, which is proper V-neck kind of bra. I don't know. I'm not aficionado in bras.
The thing is, we live in 2023. People,
I know.
We got fucking AI and cars that drive themselves and phones that have got everything that's ever been said ever in the history of mankind at your fingertips. Surely we can make some kind of adjustable situation with the bra and straps, if I could do the thing made out of good quality material and then sell it.
And the only sturdy ones that you can get that are like fucking rocks are the ones that are like padded.
Yeah.
I don't want to wear that shit.
Yeah.
Because you get attention that you don't want to get from creepos at gigs or whatever. If you've got like big tits, you just like get fucking lured at. So I don't want that. It's just a mare, an absolute mare. Yeah. So I want bras to go in the bin.
Yeah. Should we? I think with as bras as a whole, I might flip the bro, just because some people love it, some people hate it. But I think if we maybe think about like the inaccessibility. Because
I just want someone to make a decent bra, and then if I go on a website and they go, yeah, we can cater to your back size. What's your cup size? And you're like, A. They're like, no, so we only do doubles. And you're like, yeah, I ain't got double D's, mate. Cheers.
You know what? I'm throwing it in.
You don't have to throw it in. Don't have to. Don't have to do what you crack on.
I'm going to do it, mate.
Right.
Let's go in here. I'm in charge here.
Yeah. Yeah, what? Sorry, yeah. I like ruling over men. That's my day job. But yeah, you crack on.
This is my domain. And I think...
Falmouth Cove.
Yeah, exactly. If I was anywhere else... Mate.
If you're in Bath, mate, or Essex, like me.
Not a fucking lick of authority, but
no.
Yeah,
we haven't even seen each other play yet.
We haven't.
You got to see my band.
Yeah.
You'd love my band.
I think I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. The clips you sent me sound fucking sick. I need to see it. We need to play a show together.
That'd be...
Yeah.
I think we have very different demographics turning up for our gigs.
I don't think so. Before we get too carried away, I will say, Elizabeth Splash. Here it goes.
Thanks.
4 for 4. You got the Kit Kat.
I can't eat Kit Kats. What's got 4 that I can have?
Well, I'm not. What comes in 4s?
That I can eat.
Iced finger donuts. They come in 4s, don't they? Packs of 4.
I shouldn't really eat white
Hot
bread,
cross
mate.
buns? No?
I love a hot cross bun, yeah.
You have a 4-pack of hot cross buns.
Oh, I love croissants.
Four stack of pancakes.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, obviously.
There you go.
Stack of 5, though, usually, innit?
Yeah.
What's the others for?
I'm just trying to make it work.
Hot cross buns.
Hot cross buns.
Love hot cross bun.
You got four hot cross buns.
Thank you.
It's that time of year as well, so that's all good.
Yeah.
There you go. It's been fucking wonderful to have you. We need to see each other play.
See each other play, and I want to do a collab with you, with Skeinhead or Punks Against Prejudice.
Yeah.
Something we're excited about. Something to do with that. That'd be cool. But it would be cool if we could like do. I'm playing a show on the 5th of May.
Yeah, I'm in fucking Manchester.
No, but then you're playing the 6th.
Yeah.
So that's both in Bristol.
Yeah.
So I'm playing mine 5th of May. You're playing yours 6th of May. That'd be fun. That's as close as at the moment we've got for us playing gigs.
It'll happen. It's got one of us just got.
Have I shown like we put like TVs on the stage? Do you know that?
I haven't seen that.
Oh mate, it's a show. It's almost like Rocky Horror vibes. It's got like we put analog TVs on with camcorders onto the crowd so you can see yourself dance and stuff. And we sometimes play video. Oh, it's all my guitarists. They are fucking amazing. The visions we've got. Mannequin Legs, they've got a name but I can't remember their name. The Mannequin Legs, written all our like song names on there.
Yeah.
It is honestly a production.
Fucking hell.
It's amazing. I'm so proud to be in that. I've been in like other bands when I was younger. Being in this band now is like the best thing I've ever done. I'm so proud to be in it.
It looks sick. You played a really good show the other day with the Oozes. That just looked
oh my god, that was one of the best days of my life. We played Rough Trade, supporting the Oozes, and then sold out. And I went out, I was stressed out my nut. I went outside to have some crisps and I just turned and there was like 50 kids there, some with my little mohawk, and I had my big mohawk, all literally audibly glass as I walked out. I had my little AAA pass on and I looked at them and was like, holy shit, these people queuing to get in? Like, just me there slowly eating my little crisps, do you know what I mean? Okay. And then I had to Uber it to go to see grade 2 in Louisiana and then come back to set my drum gear down. It was all go. But what a night.
Fucking
living the best life, mate. Yeah.
And I was telling you it was going to be the fucking best night ever.
I was stressed out my nut. Yeah, thanks for helping me there.
It was
calming me down. My anxiety was peaking, which wasn't great.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say we'll say goodbye there.
I know we're gonna have to do another one.
Of course.
We haven't chatted as much as we should.
We'll just have to set the recorder up and just go for it.
Yeah, just chatting.
Anything, or just.
I've still got two more things to put in the bin that I'll have to wait for next time.
You save it next time, we'll get you on again.
No doubt, I'll find something else that doesn't fit and I'll put it in the bin.
Yeah, so let people know where can they find all your shit. Where can you go find your stuff?
I would say Instagram. I mean, we've got Skeinhead.com. It's Skeinhead. It's skinhead with an E in it.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, skein is a ball of yarn that isn't wound into a ball. So it's like skinhead and
a skein.
Yeah, yarn and punk chucked together, basically.
Bang it.
And that's like a little brand. And then I've made a new thing called Punks Against Prejudice, which is influenced massively by the Rock Against Racism movement. Vicky Park, which was on my birthday. That's amazing. I wasn't born yet, but still pretty cool. And it's the movement of obviously like prejudice in music and stuff like that. And I was really influenced by it and like sharp skinheads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is Skinheads Against Racial Prejudice, and I want to make my own, so I've just like nicked that whole idea, and because everything we do with Skeinhead is for charity, I wanted to do that even more so in this one. So like I just felt like Skeinhead is basically Skeinhead is for people that knit or crochet or craft, whatever. Punks Against Prejudice is just for like music lovers that are sick of all that stuff, all the trash. And then so that's Instagram, Punks Against Prejudice, but you can also find it on Skeinhead.com. And then GorZ is my band, GorZ. And where can you find us? You can find us in Bristol. Yeah. That's where the big dogs of Bristol. Movers and shakers and that.
Where the big boys play.
Yeah. Yeah, but not if that's great. I've been in that band since May, and it's like that band is literally like, I mean, anyone who's in a band will tell you that you live for that band. It's like made you carry on living. Do you know what I mean? My bandmates are the best, and we're doing a lot. Like we're doing a lot of gigs. We're recording at the moment. Going to put a little EP out. It's going to be great. And that's I suppose Instagram's probably the best way.
Yeah.
So GorZ on Instagram.
Find it out. Check it out. And I'll see you guys next week. Cheers for listening. Well,
bye, mate.
Yeah, it will be next week. Hopefully, I got a cool full circle episode next time.
Oh,
yeah. I got my friend Saul down, who was episode 1.
Bloody hell!
Yeah, and he's back down in Cornwall, so we're gonna recap.
Nice.
After 3 years, so that's cool. So,
happy days.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Mickie. Love you to bits.
You are more than welcome. I mean, gracing you with my presence.
I know.
I know.
I'm privileged to fuck.
You are, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm amazing, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what my therapist says.
Cheers for listening, guys. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Hey guys, it's me, Big Tasty. I just wanted to say cheers for listening to this week's episode, and I hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as I enjoyed making it. Now, if you feel so inclined, you should come check out my Patreon page. You can sign up for as little as £1 a month, and you get weekly exclusive video tier lists and monthly mail-outs with things such as stickers and fabric patches, zines and art prints. Hey, and if you can't spare the money right now, I totally understand. No pressure. I'm going to keep making episodes regardless. But if you can support financially, it really helps the show. Just keep moving on. And then another way you can help is just to follow us on stuff like Twitter and Instagram at SkeinBin Podcast and share it around to people that you think might like this filthy shit. Anyway, love you guys, appreciate you, and I'll see you next week.